Welcome back. So when we're dealing with graphic design, there are certain key applications that we tend to focus on under the umbrella of graphic design. That way you are able to wrap your head around graphic design as a domain, as a discipline, because there's a lot of areas of confusion. What is included in graphic design? What falls under graphic design? And this is where we're going to dive into the applications of graphic design. Kicking things off, we have branding, which include logos, identity systems, and brand visuals. Anything which reflects a certain image, a certain message related to a product or a service or a company, or a certain tone associated with those visuals and presentations, that's part of branding. Think about it this way. It's the personality of the business or the face of the business. All of these, they fall under branding, and graphics design helps you communicate your brand through visual products, visual results, visual content, visual posts. That way you're maintaining that unique identity, which makes your own business, your own personal brand quite cohesive and unique. Then we have product design. Graphics design also affects the packaging, labels, and print materials. Any single product that you actually buy has elements or has a certain element of graphic design fused in the packaging. The texture, the colors of the packaging, the layout, the fonts and the typography used, the visuals and the images, that's part of product design. So branding and product design, they fall under graphic design as a whole category or as a discipline or under the umbrella of graphic design, so to speak. Then we have the digital design, websites, user interfaces, such as apps interfaces as well. If you take a look at any website that you're dealing with, you do have graphic design best practices included. The visuals, the layout, the theme, the colors, everything falls under the umbrella of graphics design when it comes to the digital design aspect or the digital design practice. Then we have the traditional marketing. When you're talking about marketing, often you do not associate marketing with graphic design, right? You think it's a complete discipline, but on the contrary, marketing could be considered as a subcategory, or it's a category which is linked to graphic design where they communicate with each other. You cannot have solid marketing without solid graphics design. It's very important, which includes social media posts, ads, flyers, posters, everything which is a visual, like a handout. Once you receive a flyer or a menu in a restaurant, for example, every single one of them is considered to be a materialistic piece of art. It's something visual that is portraying a certain message. It's a design message that you are receiving either in a digital format or a physical format. That way you're receiving that message through the combination of visuals, images, layout, and text and textures. So branding, digital design, marketing, product design, all of them, they are considered domains by themselves. You tend to find professionals working in branding. Some of them, they're working in the digital design, for example, creating websites, product design, building products, marketing, social media marketing, digital marketing, for example. All of them, they are using the practice of graphics design, in order to be able to succeed at their respective roles. So it's very important to actually understand this concept, because there's a lot of confusion when it comes to the difference between branding and graphics design. For example, product design and graphics design, marketing and graphics design. There's no difference, sort of speak, but it's a methodology in which we take graphic design practices and we tailor it to branding. We tailor it to marketing. We tailor it to product design in order to achieve a certain message, a certain brand, a certain result through a visual representation. So I truly hope that you understand this and you're able to wrap your head around the concept of graphic design and what are the key elements which make up the whole graphic design practice.